Yo, what's going on, man? Free game all day, man. You know what it is, man. Like and subscribe my channel, man. Hit that like button, man. Hey, it's time for it, man. So I did my research. I've, really tried to find out the facts. What I did, and I found out what I needed to know. About my boy Jeezy, why he filed for divorce. And the thing about this video is that I'm not just on no gossiping. I'm just telling y'all why, he did, this is the reason why. Nah, there's a multiple, there are a lot of things that really has a lot to do with this. And it's a lot to think about, you know what I'm saying? But I'm finna try to talk about this and explain this as much as possible. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I'm gonna try my best. So, from my understanding, this woman was in a marriage for 10 years with a man that loved her. A man was trying to have a child by her, and she didn't want it, so she wasn't ready for it. A man that obviously, out of her own words, she didn't respect. So she didn't respect this man. I think he's a white guy, So you're talking about a woman who is Asian. She probably had dealt with, if she'd married with a white guy for about 10 years, 9 times out of 10, she probably never met a dude and actually wanted to be with her on that level, and she actually wanted to be back with him, like jeezy. You know what I'm saying? So, he's cut different. He's a different type of cat. You know what I'm saying? Jeezy, I think we all can, agree to this, that he's from the streets. So his mentality, the way he talk, all of that shit, like, it's different. Oh, damn. So the video that I seen, that the interview she had with a homegirl or whatever, she made a statement saying, like, she was kind of talking and looking bad and all of that, and said Jesus told her, like, hey, like, no, like, we not doing that. So most of the time when a man breaks up with a woman, like, a lot of women, they like to have the cop out, oh, he was cheating, oh, he was doing this, oh, he probably had some other hoes and all that. But most of the time, when a man has done everything that he has tried to do, everything at all type of sacrifices, everything in his power, will, and whatever, to try to satisfy a woman, and she still appears not to be happy, or she still want to complain, or still want to bitch, or still want to have an attitude about a lot of shit, and like most men, or just, you're just crazy as fuck, cause that's some shit that you can try to or want to fix, but then at the same time, it's like you really can't do nothing about it. The person gotta want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So the thing with me is that, hell, she that crazy as fuck. Like, on some real shit. Like, she really was goddamn about crazy than a motherfucker, man. Like, the woman literally said out her mouth, this is like the first time I'm dealing with a guy that I feel like he was my equal. Women out here, they want a man who, want this, who has this and has that, and they want to feel safe and they want to feel protected. They have all of this shit. But that's cool and all, that's good. But what about you though? You gotta want to change. You're not perfect. I always say this every time you come out of a relationship. I don't care who broke up with who. If you love somebody or somebody left you, it's something you gotta always look at yourself before you point at somebody else and talk about other people or talk about what somebody else did to you. You are, now, unless it's a situation where, even if it's something where a person just blatantly like cheating on you, but you gotta always take a look at yourself first. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, like, look at the shit that you contribute to the situation. You got to. In that situation right there, let me tell you something. If a man that married you, if a man that had a child, gave you a child, even after the fact you told the other man that you didn't want a child, do you know how tired a man got to be to want to get that up? That man, everybody patience is different. That man she was married to 10 years, That man probably was patient, probably real love the dirty draws, all of that. But this ain't, this is a different nigga right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga over here is different. Like, you can't pull that shit on this nigga like you did with another man you was with for 10 years, a soft, nice, you know, a white man. You know what I'm saying? A white man versus a street nigga, that's completely different. You know what I'm saying? You got two different personalities. So, you know, this man, he definitely feel like he don't have to deal with that. I ain't got to deal with this. Especially if something that's ridiculous, crazy. Ain't no telling how crazy this motherfucker is. Who knows? Like, ain't no telling. We all know. We all been if you follow Jeezy, you know Jeezy ain't never. He's been known for being with different women, but not even like that. It's been different women. He probably fucked around, but for him to do what he did shows a lot of maturity, a lot of growth, and he tried. You know what I'm saying? But he also had enough common sense to know, you know what, man, I'm not gonna put myself through this. This ain't the type of life I imagine. Ain't no telling what's going on. And, you know, hey, look, man. At the end of the day, all I'm gonna say is this: sometimes you can ask for stuff, and you never know what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? You can want this right here, but are you ready? Are you capable? Are you built to deal with this person? A lot of women out here want a lot of men with money. That man with all that money, that's gonna be a hell of a motherfucker, because you gonna have to be on point, especially if you're spending the money. That's why you hear somebody, I got my own money, all that. Man, listen, man, you with a man with a lot of money, you gonna have to do. That man gonna want you to do what he wants you to do. He don't want nobody sitting beside him, yeah, all that bullshit. No, he don't want that. You know what I'm saying? And this is a prime example of that. And what I said before, and the snippet I made, a little short, I said, I can tell you one thing, this ain't about the money. It's about the character, it's about whatever you goddamn doing behind closed doors. Like, you get on this man's nerves, he's not happy, you are making him miserable. Like, some women make men miserable and they don't even understand it. They think they just being them and they just want to be okay with being themselves. Guess what? Yourself is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Your attitude is fucked up. Your mentality is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers selfish as fuck. A lot of motherfuckers just don't have they just not really, you know, capable mentally of really being with another person. Everything got to be how they want it to be. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't how shit is. Shit don't work like that. You always got to put in the work, continue to put the work in on yourself in order to have something successful. It's not about how one person treating you. You can't think that you're that goddamn perfect of a motherfucker and that's just it. No, it's more to it than that. So, you know, at the end of the day, I hope people are really looking at this situation. Now, a lot of times, you know, it's certain stuff that happens that do be fucked up, but at the end of the day, like, man, you gotta really, really pay attention to what the hell is going on sometimes. Like, this is this example. Now we're normal people out here, so we're nowhere near like how they are. But at the end of the day, man, sometimes, like, she left a man in a marriage for 10 years and went with someone else. The grass ain't always that green on the other side, because guess what? You contribute to a lot of the shit. You got to water your own grass. You got to. You know what I'm saying? God don't like ugly, man. I've never seen a situation where somebody left somebody for somebody else and it worked out. That's too much ill intent when somebody loves you. It never works like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say there's a lot of shit to unfold in this. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of accountability. There's a lot of self-reflecting. You have to put in a lot of work for yourself, because just because somebody might on paper and everything that you see, you know, you think that it's gonna work out, that's gonna be what you want. But it's gonna be some type of dynamic to where, you know, people always trying to make it seem like, I always say I ain't selling or this ain't good enough. But guess what? You ain't good enough for somebody either. You know what I'm saying? You're not you got down the cream of the crop for somebody else. They might look at you like, but guess what? If you treat somebody else like that, that's why, like, if somebody really loves you, somebody really care about you, if somebody's showing you this, man, have some damn common sense to make that shit work. Don't be so quick to get down whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just because you feel like somebody not good enough. Now, somebody mistreating you, if somebody doing something towards you that's making you unhappy or miserable, that's something different. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, hey, look, free game all day, man. Y'all be easy, man.